Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Before I get into today's video, let me ask you something. Did you wake up this morning feeling a little off? Like, maybe a little more tired than usual? Maybe you showed up somewhere an hour late or an hour early. Or maybe you just stared at your microwave clock thinking, wait, do I change that thing or not? If any of that sounds familiar, you are not alone, because today, March 8th, 2026, is daylight saving time in the United States. Clocks sprang forward one whole hour at 2 a.m. this morning. And just like that, poof, an hour of your life is asterisk gone. Asterisk now. Most of us just grumble, reset our clocks, and move on. But today we're going deeper, because daylight saving time is actually one of the most controversial, misunderstood, and surprisingly fascinating topics in modern American life. In this video, we're going to cover everything: what DST actually is, where it came from, who it affects, why so many people want to get rid of it, what Congress is trying to do about it, and what the future of time in America might look like. So grab your coffee, you probably need it after losing that hour, and let's get into it. Okay, let's start with the basics. What asterisk is asterisk daylight saving time? Daylight saving time, and by the way, it's saving, not savings, though most people say savings. And honestly, at this point, it's a lost battle. Is the practice of moving clocks forward by 1 hour in the spring, and then moving them back 1 hour in the fall. The idea is simple. By shifting the clocks forward, you're essentially moving an hour of daylight from the morning, when most people are asleep anyway, to the evening, when people can actually use it. So in the summer, instead of the sun setting at, say, 7 p.m., it sets at 8 p.m. That extra hour of evening light means more time for outdoor activities, shopping, sports, barbecues, all that good stuff. In the United States, the current system works like this. Clocks spring forward on the asterisk second Sunday of March asterisk, which, as I mentioned, was this morning, and they fall back on the asterisk first Sunday of November asterisk. This year, that's November 1st, 2026, the day after Halloween. And the way to remember it, the classic phrase, asterisk spring forward, fall back, asterisk. Simple enough, right? Spring forward, lose an hour. Fall back, gain an hour back. But here's the thing, despite how routine this feels, a huge chunk of Americans and a growing number of scientists, doctors, economists, and politicians think it's time to get rid of this whole practice entirely. And we'll get into all of that in a bit. Now let's talk about where daylight saving time actually came from, because the history of this is wild, and a lot of what people think they know is actually wrong. The most common myth, that daylight saving time was invented to help farmers. You've probably heard this one. The idea being that farmers needed more daylight to work their fields. But here's the thing, that's completely backwards. Farmers hated DST when it was introduced. Their schedules are dictated by the sun and the animals, not by clocks. Messing with the clock just meant they had to deliver milk and crops an hour earlier according to everyone else's schedule. Agricultural groups were actually among the strongest opponents of DST throughout history. So where did it actually come from? The idea was first seriously proposed by a New Zealand entomologist. That's a bug scientist, named George Vernon Hudson in 1895. He wanted extra daylight hours after work to go collect insects. Yes, daylight saving time may have been invented so one guy could look for bugs. History is weird. Around the same time, a British builder named William Willett independently proposed a similar idea in 1907. He hated that people were sleeping through morning daylight in summer. He campaigned hard for it, but he died in 1915, right before it actually got implemented. The first country to actually use DST was Germany during World War I in 1916. They did it to conserve coal used for lighting. The logic was, if people are awake during daylight hours, they need less artificial light, which means less energy used. Britain and other countries quickly followed. The United States first adopted DST in 1918 during World War I for the same energy-saving reasons. But it was so unpopular that Congress repealed it just 7 months after the war ended. Then World War II came around, and President Franklin D. Roosevelt introduced year-round DST from 1942 to 1945, calling it wartime. After the war, it became a total free-for-all. States and even individual cities could choose whether to observe it and when. This created absolute chaos. There was a period when, if you took a bus from Ohio to West Virginia, you'd pass through 7 different time changes. Congress finally stepped in with the ** Uniform Time Act of 1966 **, which standardized DST across the country. And while the dates have been tweaked over the years, most recently in 2007, when the Energy Policy Act extended DST by 4 weeks. The basic structure has stayed the same since then. Now, before we go further, I want to address something that always confuses people. Not everyone in the US actually observes daylight saving time. There are 2 states that stay on standard time all year long, Hawaii and most of Arizona Arizona's reasoning is pretty straightforward. It's incredibly hot there. The last thing Arizonans want is an extra hour of evening sunlight beating down on them in the summer. More sunlight in the evening equals more heat equals higher air conditioning bills. No thanks. Hawaii, being close to the equator, doesn't have dramatic shifts in daylight between seasons, so the whole concept just doesn't make much practical sense there. Now, here's a fun little asterisk on Arizona. The ** Navajo Nation **, which covers a large part of northeastern Arizona. Does * observe daylight saving time because their territory also extends into Utah and New Mexico, which do follow DST. So you can literally drive across parts of Arizona and change your clock back and forth as you cross reservation boundaries. Beyond the states, none of the U.S. territories observe DST either. That includes Puerto Rico, Guam, the U.S., Virgin Islands, American Samoa, and the Northern Mariana Islands. And looking globally, the majority of the world doesn't observe daylight saving time at all. Most of Africa, Asia, and South America skip it entirely. It's really a practice that's concentrated in North America, Europe, and a few other regions. Alright, here's where it gets really interesting, because in recent years, the movement to abolish daylight saving time has gone absolutely mainstream. According to a 2025 Gallup poll, 54% of Americans want to end the twice-yearly clock change ***. That's a majority, and that number has been growing steadily since 1999. So why do so many people hate it? Let me break down the main arguments. Argument 1. It's bad for your health. This is probably the most compelling case against DST. Every time we spring forward, we're essentially giving the entire country a form of jet lag. Your body runs on something called a circadian rhythm basically your internal biological clock, and when you suddenly shift clocks by an hour, it throws that rhythm off. Studies have found that in the days after springing forward, there are measurable increases in heart attacks, strokes, car accidents, workplace injuries, mood disorders, including depression. One study found a 24% spike in heart attacks in the days following the springtime change. That's enormous. And it makes sense. Your body is sleep deprived and stressed from the disruption. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine, the American Heart Association, and numerous other major medical organizations have all called for abolishing the clock change and sticking to permanent standard time. Asterisk argument 2. The energy savings don't actually hold up. Asterisk. Remember, the original justification for DST was saving energy, but modern research has largely debunked this. A 2008 study in Indiana actually found that DST slightly increased energy consumption, because even if people use less lighting in the evening, they're cranking up air conditioning during those extra warm evening hours. Argument 3. It's disruptive to businesses and industries. Think about all the industries that run on precise timing: airlines, railroads, financial markets, healthcare, tech systems. Every time clocks change, there are software bugs, scheduling errors, and logistical nightmares. The airline industry alone reportedly loses hundreds of millions of dollars in productivity adjustments every year. Argument 4. Kids are going to school in a dark. When we spring forward in March, it suddenly gets darker in the mornings again. That means millions of school kids are waiting at bus stops in the dark. Pediatricians and child safety experts have flagged this as a real risk. The arguments against DST are piling up. So why do we still have it? This is where things get complicated, because while there's strong public support for ending the clock changes, there's a fierce debate about which time to keep permanently. There are two camps. Camp 1, permanent daylight saving time. This is the keep the summer hours all year crowd. The argument here is that people love long summer evenings. More daylight after work means more outdoor activity, more economic activity. People go out, spend money, exercise, enjoy life. Businesses love it. The retail industry, golf industry, and outdoor recreation sectors have historically been strong advocates for more evening daylight. In 2022, the U.S. Senate actually unanimously passed a bill called the Sunshine Protection Act which would have made daylight saving time permanent. It seemed like the end of clock changing was finally here, but then the bill stalled in the House of Representatives and never became law, and here we are, still changing our clocks. Camp 2, permanent standard time. This is the camp that scientists and doctors tend to favor. The argument is that standard time, the natural time, is better aligned with the sun. When your clock says noon, the sun is actually close to its highest point. That alignment is healthier for your body. With permanent DST, in winter the sun wouldn't rise until 9 or even 10 a.m. in many parts of the country. That's a lot of dark mornings, which doctors say is bad for mental health, sleep, and productivity, especially in northern states. The compromise, the Daylight Act of 2026 And now there's a new proposal on the table in 2026, the Daylight Act which proposes a middle ground solution. Move the clocks by only half an hour permanently. The idea is to split the difference between standard time and daylight saving time, so you get the benefits of both without going to extremes. Whether this has any legs in Congress remains to be seen, but it reflects just how seriously lawmakers are now taking this issue. Let's bring this back down to earth for a second, because beyond the politics and the science, daylight saving time has very real effects on everyday people's lives, sleep, and mental health. If you've ever felt inexplicably cranky or foggy for a few days after the springtime change, there's a reason for that. Sleep researchers estimate that Americans lose an average of 40 minutes of sleep asterisk asterisk. The night we spring forward. That might not sound like much, but sleep debt accumulates. And for people who already struggle with insomnia, anxiety, or depression, that disruption can be genuinely significant. The fall time change is generally better. Most people feel fine gaining an hour, but even that can mess with your schedule and sleep cycle for a few days. Asterisk asterisk productivity and work asterisk asterisk. Studies have shown that workplace productivity dips noticeably in the days after the springtime change. There are more cyber loafing incidents, people slacking off at work browsing the internet, more on-the-job mistakes, and higher rates of absenteeism. Asterisk asterisk kids and schools, asterisk asterisk as I mentioned, school start times and DST are a rough combination. Some school districts have actually been pushing for later start times, which research shows is healthier for adolescents, only to have those gains partially offset by the clock change. Asterisk asterisk sports and entertainment asterisk asterisk. Here's a fun angle. DST has a real impact on primetime television ratings, sports broadcasting, and even theme park attendance. Networks have lobbied for keeping evening daylight because later sunsets mean people stay out longer and watch less TV in the early evening. And in baseball specifically, longer evening daylight has historically meant the sport could play more games without the expense of stadium lighting, which is partly why baseball's lobbying organization was a huge supporter of extending DST back. In 2007, the US isn't alone in debating this. In fact, the movement to end clock changes has been sweeping across the globe. Asterisk asterisk the European Union asterisk asterisk actually voted in 2019 to end daylight saving time across all member states. They gave each country the choice to either stay on permanent summer time or permanent winter time. But here's the twist. As of 2026, they still haven't actually implemented it because they've been unable to coordinate which time zones to use across borders. If France goes on permanent summer time, but Germany goes on permanent winter time, that creates chaos for a continent that relies on synchronized schedules. So, Europe voted to change and then got stuck. Asterisk asterisk Russia asterisk asterisk made the switch to permanent standard time back in 2014. After a brief and disastrous experiment with permanent summer time that left people in darkness until 10 a.m. in winter. Asterisk asterisk China asterisk asterisk used to have multiple time zones, but switched to a single time zone. Beijing time, nationwide in 1949. No DST at all. The global trend is clearly moving asterisk away asterisk from changing clocks. Whether the US gets there is largely a question of political will. Alright, enough of the big picture stuff. Let's talk about what you can actually do to survive this spring forward. Tip 1. Adjust gradually. If you know the time change is coming, start shifting your bedtime 15 minutes earlier each night for a few days beforehand. That way, by the time the clocks jump forward, your body is already partway there. Tip 2. Get morning sunlight. Exposure to natural light in the morning is the single most powerful way to reset your circadian rhythm. Even 10 to 15 minutes outside after you wake up can make a big difference. Tip 3. Avoid screens at night. Blue light from phones and laptops suppresses melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. This is always good advice, but it's especially important during the adjustment period after a time change. Tip 4. Don't nap too long. It's tempting to take a long nap to make up for lost sleep, but napping for more than 20 to 30 minutes can make it harder to fall asleep at night and prolong your adjustment. Tip 5. Be patient with yourself. It typically takes about a week for your body to fully adjust. If you're feeling off, that's normal. Be kind to yourself, prioritize sleep, and you'll be back to normal soon. And don't forget to check all your clocks, because while your smartphone adjusts automatically, your microwave, your oven, your car dashboard, and that one random clock on the wall definitely do not. So there you have it. Everything you ever wanted to know about daylight saving time in 2026, and then some. It's one of those things that most of us barely think about. It's just something that happens twice a year. We grumble, we move on, but when you really dig into it, it touches on history, science, politics, economics, public health, and some genuinely fascinating debates about how we as a society organize our time. And with a majority of Americans now saying they want to end the clock change, and bills circulating in Congress, we might actually be living in the final years of this twice-yearly tradition. Or maybe not. After all, the Senate passed a bill in 2022 and nothing happened. Washington, am I right? Either way, I want to know, asterisk, asterisk, what do you think? Asterisk, asterisk, should we keep changing our clocks? Pick permanent daylight saving time, permanent standard time, or try the half-hour compromise. Let me know in the comments. I genuinely want to hear from you on this one. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please give it a like. It really does help the channel grow. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, because we cover topics like this all the time, things that seem simple on the surface, but have a whole lot more going on underneath. Alright, that's gonna do it for today. Go reset your clocks, get some extra coffee, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.